In today's video, I want to profile a possible solution to a challenge that I've seen many publishers and authors have been facing on Amazon. So like I said, it is a possible solution to the problem. Alright, you can try it out and it might work for you, or you can try it out and it may not work for you. The idea is to just try it and see if your account is going to be safe from termination or your book is going to be safe from book blocking. Alright, so what is this challenge? I'm going to show the challenge. I'm going to show us why the challenge came about in the first place. Thirdly, I'm going to show us what to do to overcome the challenge. Alright, so without wasting time, let's dive into the video for today. So this is a challenge that I have seen a lot of authors have been going through recently on Amazon. This happens when someone publishes a book on Amazon and they tell the person that they have found a similar book on Amazon already. Right? So you want to publish your book as an author on Amazon and you get an email telling you that this particular book, we found a book that has similar contents and interior as the book that you are trying to publish. And then they tell you to publish your content, please reply to this mail and send us proof or documentation that proves that you own the right to publish the content. Now they are going to also list the type of documentation that they accept. They also went ahead to give us some of the documentation that they do not accept, such as a declaration from you confirming that you own the publishing right. That's just replying the mail saying, I am the owner of the work. Such kind of declaration is not going to work. They are not going to accept that. A copyright application whose registration has not been confirmed. So it's not enough to have a copyright of that your title or that topic, except that your copyright has been confirmed by the legal authorities where you made the copyright application to. Alright, they said they will not accept contracts that have not been signed by all parties. So if you are going to bring a contract between you and an author, there must be a signature attached, right? A ghostwriter agreement or contract, private copyright documentation. Alright, so how do we solve this problem? Now, first of all, we need to understand why this problem occurs. One of the reasons I believe authors and publishers receive these kinds of mail is because a lot of people are trying to republish their books on multiple accounts. Alright, for example, you have 2 accounts and you have a title that is selling very well on Amazon. Okay, so you want to republish that same book. Maybe you change a few things, you rewrite the contents, you change the author name, even change the cover. Alright, but most of the times Amazon system can detect that this is just a repetition, that it is exactly the same book on a previous account, and it can go ahead and affect the 2 accounts. Alright, it can actually go a long way to cause termination on both of their accounts. Alright, so that's the first scenario. The second is maybe your account was terminated on Amazon, right? You have an account with lots of books that were terminated and you are trying to republish those same books on a new account. So these are the 2 scenarios I can think of where this mail can come in. Alright, so there's a book already on Amazon, you are trying to republish it on a second account or a third account. Okay, so that's one scenario. The second is you have your account terminated and you don't want to spend time writing new books. You have books that are already selling in that account that was terminated. So you just take those books like that and you are republishing it. Maybe you did minimum editing, maybe you did maximum editing, but either way, these are the 2 scenarios that I can think of that will cause Amazon to give you this kind of mail. Alright, so how do we solve this problem? Alright, like I said, this is a possible solution. Alright, so if you want to reply this kind of mail, I'm going to show you a document that you can use. All you just have to do is just fill it up. Alright, so let's just open the document right now and let's see how the document looks like. Okay guys, so this is the document you are going to need to fill up and submit to Amazon. Alright, in response to the mail you received. Okay, so this is what they call a publishing agreement. It gives the publisher written permission to publish the author's work. The agreement covers copyright, confidential information, warranties, and indemnification. Alright, so we are going to go through this publishing agreement. So you have to put in the day, the month, the year, you have to put in your name. Now the name you're going to put here, all right, between, so this is where you enter your name. It has to be the name on your Amazon KDP account, right? The name you're going to put here, after putting the day, maybe 13th day of May 2025, by and between, then putting the name on your Amazon KDP account. All right, Amazon is seeing you as the publisher, and your pen name is the author of the book, right? So, and the individual author, writer, designer, illustrator, or photographer named below author, for the purpose of completing a publication described and entitled. Then this is where you're going to put the title of the work you are trying to publish. All right, they put in the title and the subtitle. All right, make sure you put the title and the subtitle. This is where it's all going to enter, right? So now we're going to look at what it says again. The publisher is entrusting author with the project of completing the work by the tentative deadline of, you can put 20 days after signing of this agreement. Payment: the publisher agrees to pay the author a fee in the sum of, so you put in the amount, you can put any amount, you can put $20, $50, $100, it does not matter the amount you want to put, right? So the next place we have to fill is the signature. All right, you come down here, you put the name on your Amazon KDP account again, and then you put your signature. You put the author name on the book that was flagged, right? Put the author name there, and then put the signature. All right, so if you are using a laptop and you want to fill this up, I'm going to recommend a particular software called Adobe Reader. All right, this is WPS. All right, and to be able to fill this with WPS, we'll need the Pro version. All right, we need to be able to add text to this our document. All right, so this will not be able to work because it's a Pro 2. So guys, basically all you just need to do is to be able to fill up this document and make sure you sign it. All right, you have to use Adobe Reader, maybe on your phone or on your laptop, to be able to sign this document. There's a particular online platform that can help you out. All right, I think the name of the platform is PDF Filler. All right, let's go to PDF Filler and see. So this is PDF Filler. All right, so you need to use this platform, or you can even use I Love PDF. All right, so there are a lot of online platforms that you can use to fill up this PDF and sign it. All right, it has to be an electronic signature. Don't just sign on a paper then snap and put it here. It has to be an electronic signature. You have to sign, draw the signature with your palms or with your mouse. All right, so don't just snap a signature then you come and upload it here. That's not how it's going to work. All right, they want you to use your hand or your mouse to draw your signature on a document. Right, that's why you have to use a reader or a PDF reader that can enable you to do that. All right, and like I said, if you have Adobe Reader on your phone, it can work. I've used Adobe Reader a lot of times to fill this document and upload. All right, if you have Adobe Reader, it can work. If you have, you can use any of these online tools. Okay, so as you can see, this enables me to add text to this document, right? So we can just use this platform to fill up. You can say 10th day. You can say 10th day of. We click add text again. Drag. You can say 10th day of. So any day you want to choose, I don't think it matters, right? Of April. Add text again. 2025. So like I said, this is where you're going to put in the name on your Amazon KDP account, right? So you want to put your KDP account, your name on your KDP account right here. Okay, you can choose to use a small letter if you want to. So just make sure it matches the name on your Amazon KDP account so that you don't enter into any issue. Okay, what else? So this is where you put in the name of your work. So this is where you put in the name of the book that has the issue, put in the title and the subtitle, right? Put in the day, put in the amount, then signature. I don't know if this can enable signed signature. Let me see. Draw. All right, so let's see if we can draw our signature. So you have to use this method to put in your signature on this. All right, so this is how you put in your signature. You click OK. So this is how you put in your signature. You draw again. All right, you click OK. So put in your name again, put in the author name on the book, and then when you are done, you can export these documents. You can export the document and then you are good to go. All right, so it's as easy as this. This can also work on your phone. All right, in fact, I've been using my phone to fill it up. All right, not knowing I can even use this website to do that. So I don't know if you will give this a try. If you are interested in trying this, then let me know in the comment section. Like I said, this is a possible solution. Give it a try. It might work for you. You might have your book unblocked and your book going live and your account safe. All right, we don't know. All right, so it's better than just allowing your account get terminated without trying. I don't know if you have gotten value. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will be seeing you in my next video.